Welcome, collectors. Level M Diecast. Glad you can join us today. Hopefully you're a wagon fan. If you're not a wagon fan, that's perfectly fine. Maybe you're a Matchbox fan. Maybe you're just here for the diecast in general. This is our brand new 5-pack for 2023. This is Matchbox Wagons II, which is pretty nice. And I am happy to report these are all brand spanking new decos. So no worries on the reoccurring reissues that Matchbox has done. Of course, 70th anniversary, that's stuff they've been doing on all their 2023 products. Does have all the nice logos here. Austin minivan, Mercedes-Benz W123 wagon, 2011 Mini Countryman, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and of course our Volvo V60 wagon there at the bottom. We're going to do things a little bit different today, so let's go ahead and get the box open. So get the box open. We'll get our tray out of there just to show that it is cracking open. You'll see they have these little notches in here now so that you can grab the models and pull them right out. But we're going to do some rotator guy time for these. So let's get the rotator guy and let's take a look. All right, aficionados, we're going to kick this off. 1965 Mini Austin delivery van. This one has been modified just a little bit. They have added a tow hitch in the back. That looks pretty good. So now this guy can tow some trailers, although little underpowered, a little small to be towing trailers around. This does have a nice deco on the side. It says Vicky's Florist. We'll get that up close here in a minute. Nice gold base on this one. Some gold print, foil print on the disc hub wheels. Looks really, really good. I like the kind of regular green. It's not just a regular gloss green. It's not metallic or anything like that. Looks pretty good. So pretty happy to have this casting in the mix. Don't believe we've seen this casting for a year or two, but this one looks pretty fancy. We'll go ahead and take this guy up, take a up close look. So looks pretty cool. Vicky's Florist. Looks like this might have a little bit of a Euro flair to it, just a little bit. Looks decent. Kind of hard to read those super fine prints in there. But that looks pretty good. This is the base deets on this one. You see that it did not get an additional copyright just for the base being modified, just to add the trailer hitch on there, which is perfectly fine. I think that looks pretty good. It's a pretty nice one. It's a pretty nice one. All right, next one up. The 123 Mercedes wagon. This continues the trend of just getting standard colors on this wagon with decos on the front and the back. This one has a little bit of cargo integrated into the interior molding. Kind of see that through the windows a little bit. This one in kind of a duller brown, kind of a light brown, kind of a sand brown. Looks pretty good though. Of course, it always gets those disc hub wheels. These ones in chrome. Clear window looks pretty good. Just very, very basic, very stock version of the 123 Mercedes wagon, which I think is perfectly fine. I think it looks super good. I do like the color on this one. Decos look pretty good as well. There is your front deets. Same prints it's always had on the front. You've always had some difference in print quality on that black striping on the bumper. That's just the way it is. It does have a little bit of a Mercedes logo, a little tiny Mercedes logo there on the top of the grill. Looks pretty good. There is your deets in the back. It says orange wagon on the plate. Looks pretty good. 300 TD on there. That looks pretty nice. Let's see if we can see what state that is. Ooh. It is the state of Matchbox. Very nice. Very nice. There is your base deets. Nothing different on there. R47 is the base code for these guys. So that one looks pretty good. I do like that one a lot. Definitely gives a nice old school flair. All right, next one up, 2011 Mini Countryman in black metallic with some gray stripes on the front. For those who are avid collectors, you may potentially think that this is actually a reissue, but they did a similar version of this. They actually did the opposite colors. In the Top Gun 5-pack, it was actually a gray color, same gray as those hood stripes on there, and then of course it had black metallic stripes on the gray. It looked pretty good. This does have the gunmetal gray colored 5 spokes, which looks pretty good. This one has a little bit of that extra print because it does get the hood stripes, because it does have full front and rear tampo. This casting is completely plastic on the top, all part of the window piece, but it does have a interior in there. Not to worry at all. Deets on the front look pretty good. Do have your mini logo on there as well. Details up. The grill print looks pretty good. There is the S logo right there in the grill as well. Letting you know it is the Cooper S. Again, more Cooper S on the back with the plates saying Cooper S. And, of course, the taillight print looks pretty good. That one is pretty nice. And then, of course, base Deets, nothing doing, nothing fancy, nothing different. Standard fare on the Mini Countryman. Now, this is so unbelievably Matchbox, I can't even tell you. This is not what anybody would expect to see in a wagon 5-pack, and it is a wagon. This is the Grand Wagoneer. This was considered a wagon back in the day. This was not, SUVs were not what they are nowadays. This was a Grand Wagoneer. It really was a wagon. It was considered a wagon. It had hatchback and all that good stuff. This in a brand new deco, finally. We do not have enough decos for this guy. Does sport that off-road super fast wheel that debuted in about 2006, 2007. They haven't used it all that much, but it's made to the basic range. I think it's perfect. This guy does have a trailer hitch. It's a nice pearlescent white, and of course you have your awesome wood trim on the side. Probably fake wood trim. This is probably not real wood trim, but it still looks pretty good. No chrome base on this one. It does have that this gray colored base. It's not that weird brownish gray color base that they try to play off as chrome when it's not. It does say Grand Wagoneer on the quarter panel. Looks very, very good. Prints for the faux wood look good as well. This wheel is a very nice fit for this model. Details look very, very good. Do like this one a lot. It's a pretty good casting. Base Deets, there you go. Jeep Grand Wagoneer. Looks pretty good. Always happy to get more and more decos of that guy. Definitely not enough of those. All right, moving on to another wagon, which seems to be relished to just 5-packs, which to the disarray of my buddy Ezra, he may want this to be back in the main lines. He's a big Euro fan. This one, the V60, this one in a dark blue. We've seen this one. It debuted, I believe, in the Polestar blue. This one looks fantastic in dark blue, by the way. Very, very good. Front and rear tampos as well. The only time we got a crazy tampo on this guy was when they did it in premium, which was just not a very good deco. But this one looks fantastic. I think the gold D10s look perfect. It's a really, really good casting. The rear prints look pretty good as well. We'll get those up close here in just a second. Deep metallic blue, though, looks really, really good. I think that's one of the better colors. We did see it in black in a 5-pack last year. We've seen it in red in a multi-pack. And then, of course, it was in the, Polestar blue. So I think we've seen 5 or 6 versions of this thus far. Nice prints on the front. The headlights look very, very good. Does have your Volvo crosshair in there. I am fairly certain it does say Volvo in the middle of that grille, but it is just impossible because it is so tiny. There is your prints on the back. Volvo V60 looks very, very good. I do like those decos. That looks very, very nice. Pretty good print quality too. So always a good thing. And then, of course, our base Deets. There you go. V60 wagon 2015. So this one's been around for a little while. So see if we can get all the wagons on the roundabout. We'll probably have to put the Austin in the middle because he's a bigger guy. Don't know if we'll get them all in there. Oh, yeah, we will. Forgot the Mini Countryman is also a smaller one. So there you go. That is Matchbox Wagons 2 2023 5-pack. Brand spanking new decos on all 5 models. Pretty good mix, too. Pretty good mix. Kind of a little bit of flavor for everybody. And, of course, Matchbox being Matchbox, dropping in an SUV, which at the time was definitely a wagon. Just so Matchbox. So Matchbox. All right, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Level in Cast. Peace.